Hello and welcome to the shop. I just a few minutes ago put the finishing touches on this pin. This is a Chaos pin blank and it is a chic line pin kit and it turned out really beautiful. I asked my viewers over on my other channel, What You Doing Bob, to vote. I had 14 blanks that were 5 inches long and I asked them to vote on a blank that they liked and a pin kit. I had about 8 or 10 pin kits and this is the combination they put together, and I made the pin and I made a video for them. There were also a number of people who voted for this particular blank. This was one of the 4 short blanks, and they requested that I turn it and mount it to a Sierra pin kit. So I thought that's what I would do today. This is just going to be a quick video. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of the detail. It's just really going to be turning it and getting it assembled. And if I can think of any tips along the way, I'll share them. It's already been squared and it is ready to go straight to the lathe. So let's get over there and get turning. I've got the blank mounted between centers and I'm ready to begin turning. This blank looks absolutely fantastic. It is incredible. I love it. I'm done turning. I'm ready to turn my attention to sanding. I'm not going to show the sanding, but I sanded to 400 and then I ran through the zona paper dry, and this is what the blank looks like. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get it on my non-stick bushings and we're going to go ahead, clean it with a little denatured alcohol, and we'll apply a CA finish. You might notice that I have my non-stick bushings and I'm turning between center with them. Now there's a little bit of wobble in the blank, not enough to hurt anything. I don't know, this is just a quick way to do it so I don't have to drag the mandrel out and put it on the mandrel. However, it's kind of silly because in a few minutes I'm going to drag the mandrel out and put the blank on it to be able to buff it. So I've applied 2 coats of thin CA already. I'm letting it soak into the blank. It's drying really quickly, but it's looking extremely nice. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 more coats of thin, then we'll put 3 to 4 coats of medium, take a close look at the blank, and make sure we have a nice smooth surface. I'll come back and show you what it looks like when I'm finished applying my medium CA. I've got all of my coats of CA on the blank. I'm ready now to micro mesh, and then we'll buff and polish. Just finished up with the micro mesh. The blank looks really amazing. I'm going to go ahead and use a little Renaissance wax. We're going to apply that with our finger. I just rub my finger in the wax and then apply it straight to the blank, and basically keep your finger moving until you start to feel a little bit of drag. Right now there's no drag whatsoever, but once I feel that drag, I'll know that the wax has been buffed in as best as it can. Wax has started to dry. It's been buffed in as well as it can. It looks great. What it needs now is to be buffed out. So I'm going to change out the mandrel with my buffing wheels, and we'll go ahead and get this blank buffed up. Got the buffing wheels on the lathe. We're running somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100 RPMs. Notice how that blank, I hope you can see it in the video, how it goes from dull to shiny as that rouge starts to work into the blank and polish it. It's really going to be beautiful when it's finished. Switch directions here. The only bad thing about using a mandrel for buffing is, you see the black on the wheel, it actually takes the off these aluminum bushings. It basically just tarnishes the wheel, gets it really grungy looking. Doesn't hurt the pin, you can still polish with it, but it just makes it look kind of nasty. And that is beautiful. Let's get it over to the assembly table and get this pressed into a kit. I'm ready to assemble this blank. Taking a quick look at it, I really like this end of the blank, and I think I'm going to make that the nib end. So we're going to go ahead and put our cap in this end. This is very interesting here, so I'm going to align the cap on the back of this blank. And one thing I'm going to do to protect it is I'm going to use a bushing. What happens if you're not pressing with a bushing and you get this in at a bit of an angle, you can actually damage your blank. The bushing puts all the pressure of the press on the bushing, and it squares itself in the blank with the tube in the blank, and you're not going to crush the side of your blank. So it's a nice little safety measure. Just line things up here. Okay, let's take a look at our blank. Bring it up here by the camera. Take a nice peek at it. That's a beaut. All right, let's go ahead and put our spring onto our ink refill. Drop that into the nib. Then we'll thread our transmission in. Take a look at that. Nice, super nice fit right there at the trim ring. Super nice fit at the top. Beautiful pen. This is a nice one. I really like it. Once again, you guys made a great choice on blank and kit. I would really like to thank you for joining me in the shop tonight. This pen was really, it was kind of more to entertain me. I did go ahead and film it to hopefully entertain you, but it was fun to ask everybody what blank they liked and what kit they liked, and to have them make a choice, and then to turn around and make the pen. And that's what I really wanted to do, is to show how awesome these Chaos blanks can look. You just never know what you're going to get. The pattern is different every time. They look amazing, and I am super excited about this pen. I'd like to thank you for joining me in the shop tonight. I want you to know that you are always welcome in my shop. Come back and see me again real soon, and have a wonderful evening.